journey, just someone to start, and it's going to be very hard to think about what sustainable business I want to grow my business, then think about. Do you have any insights into where's the inflection point that we can start as individuals or entrepreneurs to get into the sustainable part of the growth?
Who wants to take that?
I think I'll borrow some answers from my fellow panelists as well with what they spoke, and I'll share a little insight of what we did, right? The point which Mr. Gopi made, that how the Germans think and the way they proceed, any aspect of work that they do, it's all in the mindset, right? It doesn't matter whether you're a young company or a 10-year-old company. Sustainability, especially today in this particular year in Bangalore, where you are facing huge challenges of water, right? The whole idea of conservation and sustainability has to start from each individual with what you do. For example, today I work in I consult out of a co-working space, and it's literally blood of tears in my eyes that I see that the output of the RO water just goes down the drain, right? It's because of the mindset. The same RO has been existing for several years, but none of us paid attention to it. So as a young company, if every individual is brought awareness on how this water can be reused, it has an effect to your procurement charges of water that you consume, right? If you are rented out in a building, just have a conversation with the owner of that building. Is the property rainwater harvesting? That's your bit to add to what you can do to sustainability. You're procuring a lot of beverages in your office. What is the cups that you use in your office? If you're using paper cups, get rid of it. Encourage people to bring their own cups, wash their cups and reuse them. This brings in a very different attitude with your people, that they take responsibility of their actions, which shows in their work as well. To do these things, it doesn't matter whether you're a day one company or 10-year-old company. It's a shift in mindset that each one of us play our part in the way we conduct ourselves every day.
I'll just take this a bit tangential. I'll just take this a bit tangential here. When we say sustainability, what comes to me is being relevant to the customer, being relevant to the culture that we are in, and being relevant to the surroundings that we are in. That might change. So you might be a 10-year-old company doing something else, but today the culture has changed, today the environment has changed, and the customers have changed. And is your business, is whatever you are doing, is relevant to today's needs of the customer, today's needs of the environment and culture. It includes environment also. Is your business kind of taking care of the water? Is your business taking care of the people around you? Is it relevant for today? Is what I would say sustainability mean. And second thing that I would want to say is, we're talking about sustainable businesses. If the businesses has to be sustainable, your health has to be sustainable. Have you been looking at your own health and your teams and your employees' health in the present context of what is happening? A 40-year-old, sorry, this is a fear kind of a thing, but a 40-year-old can get an MI or a heart attack and kind of a thing, and what happens to the business around him that he has built at that point of time. So there are challenges at your own self. It's not about just the community or the environment. Have you taken care of yourself so that you can build the sustainable business around you?
This is a brilliant point, Dr. Sanjay. And I think, I was in HSBC, my last employment before I started venturing on my own, and I'll borrow some, bits from there. And this is where my mindset exploded as well in a very positive direction. You need to focus on well-being, and well-being is really mental, physical, and financial. And while we focus a lot on financial well-being, I think there is very little attention that people pay to the mental and physical part of it. And while you are discussing a 200 crores project today, and tomorrow you have a heart attack and you are done. So, point well taken. Vasanthi, any last points from you?
Nothing at all. ಈಗ ತಾನೇ ಪೋಸ್ಟರ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಅದು ಹೊರಟೋಯ್ತು. ಆ ಪೋಸ್ಟರಲ್ಲೇ I'm holding a steel cup. It was essentially to have a campaign that Madhvegalalli, in the parties that we have, everything right from our this thing to even to the paper cup, by the way, is not sustainable. I think we should just go back to our own lota, tatte, spoon, which we all grew up with, and that's really the way to go. And the poster says it all. I don't want to take further time. The next speakers have to come. Thank you so much for this avkasha. Dhanyavada.
Just add one last point, answering to your point, is sustainability has two dimensions. One is from the business plan to yourself, with your resources, with your capabilities, with your limitations, and with your strengths. The other dimension is with the market. Kodak did not do anything wrong from inside, just that the market changed into a new technology. So,
Thank you.